I was like running to go down this slide, and this water wasn't on the slide, so I got like road rash on my ass. All I hear is everyone going, Tamra! Coming up on the Real Housewives of Orange County after show.
I don't even know. I'm not sure.
You're breathing life back into that thing?
You remind me a little bit of my dad. I don't have outbursts in my family in public.
It really didn't land with her, and she changed the subject.
Wait, are you comparing me to your dad that you said you never got along with?
So do you have everything financially separate now?
I felt like they had an ulterior motive.
I would think that they would get married for their daughter's sake.
What does it matter?
Gretchen said when the economy crashed, Slade lost a lot.
In 2005?
I believe it was 2008.
He's had 14 years to rebuild.
Tamra, I get it that you're trying to be helpful, but like my dad is 96 years old.
Why did you do that?
The Real Housewives of Orange County after show starts right now. Heather got really real and shared some real emotions about Tamra.
Was I scared of her before? Yes, because she's mean.
It felt so real because when Tamra's in the room, I feel like they're always making excuses and coming up with this, that. Emily, I don't know if she said those exact words, but I think Emily was like agreeing and understanding that like sometimes Tamra can be scary. Like sometimes Tamra goes for the jugular, she goes below the belt. Again, that's my perspective. I'm not saying they said that. I'm just saying that.
But you're saying like you felt like these two women who are very close with Tamra opened up and showed a side to you that made you feel like, look, we see it too.
Yes, it was the first time I felt that.
When someone behaves in a way in public that's erratic.
First of all, it's none of your business. Do you understand me?
Like, where did it start?
It's none of your business.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, you don't know anything. I find that very unsettling. If I say I'm scared of her, it's because she does that.
She's scared of what might come out of my mouth.
I think she has a hard time when it goes out of those boundaries and it doesn't feel comfortable for her.
If we sat around and were knitting and shopping, that would be perfect. She would like to have no disagreements, no arguments.
Yeah, I think she's uncomfortable.
She's uncomfortable.
So I think it's her being sensitive and being uncomfortable,
I mean,
translates into scared when it's not scared in a traditional sense.
You wonder, like, what is it about this person that, you know, makes me feel a certain way?
You remind me a little bit of my dad. In public, with our family, he would have like these outbursts. I don't have outbursts in my family in public. I'm not saying that you do.
It really didn't land with her, and she changed the subject.
Like you're telling a story that has impacted you in a lot of different ways about your past.
And just listen.
She wanted to make a point to talk to me.
Heather?
Heather did, because of the fact she got called out with the lie detector test with, are you afraid of Tamra, after she's told everybody she's not afraid of me. Remember?
Is that what she failed? Did she fail that?
Well, she admitted because she knew she was going to fail.
Oh, so she said yes.
Yeah, so she said yes. Yeah. And then she like told me afterwards, she's like, I got to talk to you about this. I'm going to explain to you why I said that. And I'm like, okay, like whatever. So she's making this case now, something about her father. And I'm like, I've known her, geez, 13, 14 years, maybe even longer. I've never heard her explain this to me about her dad.
Well, she's never really opened up about her dad, and I think that was new for me anyway.
My dad died a few years ago, and there's unresolved things, and I've blown it off for years. Like, he would sometimes act a certain way that would, you know, be very uncomfortable for me and my sister in public.
My dad was just, you know, not a warm, he's a very smart guy, provided for us, was like really great in those ways, but he just wasn't him. He wasn't warm, he wasn't that kind, he wasn't like Terry is as a dad. And he would act out, and he would have these episodes where we'd be at a restaurant and he would like, you know, go crazy on the waiter or like stuff like that, to the point where my sister, like if someone is acting out in public, like she can't, she will just shut down. For me, like, I don't think about it ever, but I started thinking about Tamra and thinking, God, that's so weird. That's what she does.
Wait, are you comparing me to your dad that you said you never got along with? Is that what it is? It was very confusing to me.
So you don't think that's it? You don't think that's why Heather's really scared of you?
Who knows? I think when I'm the person that will bring out the truth and say whatever, I think that's scary to certain people. Do I think it's scary to you? No. Do I think it's scary to you? No. Heather's very sensitive.
I feel like they were probing and trying to get information out of me to be I felt like they had an ulterior motive of why they were asking the questions. Let's put it that way.
Do you ever think about getting married?
Do you split the groceries? Just is one in charge?
So do you have everything financially separate now?
No, I don't think they'll ever get married. She was very clear about it's her house and her money and her things and.
It's your house, so you make the mortgage payment, or does he pay like rent?
No, he doesn't pay rent.
And Gretchen loves when you ask her about finances.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did she say?
Oh, no, I'm kidding. She doesn't love it at all.
Does he pay for anything?
I feel like this is like weird questioning.
I heard about it, that the reason you guys couldn't get married was because you were worried about finances.
That's not true.
Right.
I've had conversations with her about it. She had said, that basically when the economy crashed, Slade lost, a lot.
In 2005?
I think it was 2008, yeah. And I think,
and it was the housing market.
the housing
2008.
crisis,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think happens if you lost everything, and that's like an explanation for what's happening in your life. Why
14
can't
years
you
to
just say
rebuild.
that?
It's 17.
17, okay.
See, yeah.
I don't know, 14, 17.
But I would think that they would get married for their daughter's sake and then, outline that in a
What does it
prenup.
matter? Listen,
To me, that would be important if I had a child.
I get that.
To be
but
married.
That's where like a little bit like an old school kind of thought process. But the truth
Part of
is
that old lady vibe.
But she told me she could never marry him.
But it's for the financial reasons, not that she didn't care
then
about
why,
him.
I get that. But then why propose with a helicopter? I mean, you're not marrying him.
Well, maybe the thing was, let's be engaged and we will. I want to see the good.
Do you know when you dance on a pole, there's like an outer pole that spins?
Not aware.
Did you know that the poles turn?
Yeah.
You're okay! CPR for my vagina!
CPR vagina?
I don't
What?
remember that. I don't know.
What is vagina
I don't even know. I'm
CPR?
not sure.
You're breathing life back into that thing?
I don't know. It was like
Lord.
there was a lot going on.
I didn't
What
know
was your
that.
role in the whole escapade?
I was on the pole.
Okay, well, you did participate in some athletic activity then.
Thank you.
We had guys in Speedos and drag queens. I mean, we had everything under the sun there. We
I
were
think
having
you had
so
me at
much
vagina
fun.
CPR.
I know, right? It was so
fun.
much fun.
It was just fun. It was stupid. We were dancing. It was like
Yeah.
exactly what it was supposed to be. Like
Right.
it makes me bummed out when I hear that you had so much Surus when you were in Temecula.
For her to try and explain to me how therapy works.
My life. I'm not even gonna try with her anymore.
Even though we had conversations about things and there was stuff that happened, basically it was fun and I miss having those kinds of evenings.
I'm gonna have to add Surus to my list of things that I learned today. What does Surus mean?
It means like
Sadness.
like to feel things, like to have not anxiety, really, troubled
Okay. Surus.
things that
I'm
trouble
still learning.
you.
Still learning. In the same vein of kids are off, 96-year-old parents are
No,
off
I agree
limits
with
too.
that. Trust me, I agree with that.
Sam, I get it that you're trying to be helpful, but like my dad is 96 years old.
Why did you do that?
It wasn't something you decided to do.
No,
that
it-
was the thing. She was present in the conversation,
Yes.
and it was appropriate in the conversation.
She was in a conversation talking about the reason why she treats people so, we say badly, she says so strongly. And she said it's because of the way she was growing up.
You talk about you don't know what's going to happen every day. That's how I grew up. I grew up in a bit of chaos.
You've talked to me about some of that stuff.
I know a lot. The drinking was one of the big problems and
Yeah.
caused a lot of problems from what she told me.
I mean, she
I've
was,
never met the man.
You've never met her dad?
No, they didn't have a relationship.
That's interesting because I've met him multiple times. So
No, I think that the
yeah.
relationship.
So that
I'm
isn't-
glad. I'm
yeah.
glad that they're together. But in the past, like the relationship was not good.
I explained to her back in the day how that would happen with my father, but we have come full circle.
Yeah.
And for her to reveal that information and to state it publicly, it's not okay.
If you feel comfortable enough to have that type of deep conversation with Tamra in the room, then it's only fair that you allow her to be in the room and have a voice.
Well, because
you know what
I think
mean?
about you and I, and we've shared so many things. And if we're all sitting around talking and you bring up something, or I bring up something about my parents, you would add to it because I've told you so many things.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a natural reaction to something that you know a lot about.
Totally, and that's exactly what it was. That's exactly
it was
what
nothing more than
yeah.
that.
Just trying to help you, Shannon.
It's not helping. It's not helping me.
Saying that you did have some struggles growing up. I don't think she said that to hurt you, Shannon.
And I
Nothing
think
more
that
than
Shannon
that.
was just in a place where she isn't
she-
trusting of her at all, and she just did not like
it's not
it.
that. She just wants to fight with me.
We did have a moment where Tamra is talking about what she's doing in therapy. So I did explain, because I went to a facility where it was an intensive outpatient program, where I was in therapy basically from 9 to 6 every single day.
So did you guys bond
That's a
over that?
lot.
If this stuff is buried, it comes
Tamra,
out in this.
I went to a trauma facility where I was in therapy for 8 hours plus a day. So I'm well aware
Okay,
that
sorry.
this needs to
Jesus
happen.
Christ. Anytime I say anything, you jump down my throat.
For her to try and explain to me how therapy works,
And I just got up and walked away. I'm not doing this.
okay. 4 months in, you're the therapy guru that's going to tell me what I need to do. I'm well aware.
Mostly, I went to therapy because I want to know why I react the way I do and why I can get so mad and hot-tempered and not be able to get my words out and all the things like that.
Except for you could always get that one out.
What a f***ing Sorry, I can't eat caviar and say
What came out of one?
I think for me, it's easier just to tell somebody to off than to have a deep conversation with them.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, when
I've
you get
always
hot,
been like that. I
you
get
know.
I get too
Angry.
riled up, and then I can't get my words out.
Have you seen changes in Shannon in the last few years?
Yes. Shannon's much less reactive. I mean, I think some of it comes with age and experience.
Have you guys seen changes in Tamra?
I did was all season. I kept saying, Tamra is changing.
I didn't see like huge transformative
No.
changing, but I could tell. I felt like I think I had a conversation
was
with
going
Gretchen
on.
at some point where I was like, she's like, well, you keep saying Tamra's changing. And I'm like, well, I didn't say she changed into a different person.
Right.
I'm just saying like recognize baby steps.
Tamra and Gina smoked marijuana.
They were on the pot?
They were on the, they were on the pot.
Give Shannon Beador the joint. No, I can't. I can't because I have a cup. Always says 2008. That's okay, Your Honor.
I haven't smoked marijuana. The last time I had a bite of marijuana was with you when you were microdosing me.
That was fun.
No, you do the first bite. Okay, yeah, see the minuscule.
I'll make an effort. Maybe you just need some time to.
You were dry humping one of the girls. I can't remember who.
I was doing squats.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. I remember that.
I was so stoned.
I know.
Stoned.
She got stoned and went down a dry slide.
I was like running to go down this slide,
Yeah.
and this water wasn't on the slide, so
Yeah.
I got like road rash on my ass. All I hear is everyone going, Tamra! like that, and then I get dropped off in like 30-degree water
With road rash.
with road rash on my ass.
Tamra and Gina were like stoned out of their gourds. I don't know
So
where.
it was just you and Shannon?
It was just
being
Shannon
silly?
and I.
Look, I can fan the crackers in synchronized scrimming. Scrimming.
Then
So
they kind of
fun.
roped in. I mean, we had moments.
Yes.
There were moments. It was fun.
Yeah.
Tamra bought us these, because I didn't even bring a bathing suit. She bought us like oversized t-shirts with bikinis painted on them.
I was just trying to make Shannon feel comfortable because she last thing I saw, I'm like,
Here's an old lady outfit in a shower cap. Are you comfortable?
But she's like, we'll all wear the Mumu.
we all wear
Yeah.
the Mumus in the shower
It was
caps.
in the pool.
That was so kind of you.
I know.
I tucked all of my hair into the bathing cap and I put even more dark eye makeup on just to give that kind of Elizabeth Taylor bathing cap
Okay, I like it.
aura.
Yeah.
Jen and I might have practiced a few synchronized swimming moves and she coined me Madam Swim.
You would have liked my sleepover.
I know I would have.